What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we need to have another chat about Premium Booster 01, One Piece Best as they call it over in Japan. I've been telling you for a couple of weeks now that I sincerely believe this is going to be the best set that we've seen so far in the One Piece TCG. I've said that with a straight face, and I mean it. And you know what? All the information we're getting just makes me think it more. You know what we had revealed today? You know what's gone and been confirmed? Manga Rare Nami. And look, we all knew Manga Rare Nami was coming. Now, we didn't know it was coming in this particular set, but we knew Manga Rare Nami was coming at some point. We knew that there was absolutely no chance whatsoever that the One Piece TCG would go on for too long without a Manga Rare Nami, just like we knew we were getting a Manga Rare Luffy. And it took until OB05 to get a Manga Rare Luffy. It's taken until PRB-01 to get a Manga Rare Nami. But nobody should be surprised that this is happening. It was, not unlike Thanos, inevitable. How much are people going to love this? Because, of course, back in OB06, we had a Nami Treasure Rare. A new kind of rarity, a Nami. Oh, I don't know, how much are people going to like that? Not that much. It's not a big card. But there are a couple of things that we've learned about these treasure rares. Firstly, the pull rates are not that bad for them. And secondly, people didn't like the art. And that really helps to explain it. The treasure rare, people did not gravitate towards. It's not that special like a Manga Rare really looks special. People don't love the art. The pull rates weren't low enough to really make it that special, etc., etc. Manga Rare Nami has none of those issues. Manga Rare Nami is going to be huge. One of the biggest alternate art leaders in terms of value we've had so far, Nami. And it's not even that good a leader. One of the big special... Oh, okay, fine, it is good, I'll give you that. It's seen play here and there. But it's not been wrecking the format like some of the other leaders we've seen. One of the biggest special rares we've seen so far, Nami. Which, interestingly enough, is the same card. This is literally the same card as that Nami, just different artwork thereof. This is going to be number 2 Manga Rare easy. Is it going to beat the OP05 Luffy? Don't know, possibly not. Is it going to beat the OP07 Boa Hancock, which is the presumptive second best manga at the moment? Yes. Yes, it is. And by the way, I know in English at the moment, the Boa Hancock is lower than some of the early mangas, but judging by what's happened in Japan, etc., I consider Boa Hancock to be the second Manga Rare. We'll see how it shakes out, but certainly we've seen enough in Japan for me to be convinced that that's true. Believe me, ladies and gentlemen, this is a very big deal. And it's the same Nami we've seen. It's a Straw Hat Pirate Searcher. On play, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, find a Straw Hat other than Nami, put it in your hand. That doesn't matter. None of that's important. It's Manga Rare Nami. It's going to be absolutely huge. What was already a ridiculously exciting set has now just become even more exciting because I promise you, people are going to desperately want Manga Rare Nami. Now, I have told there's only going to be one leader in the set. It is Sanji. Well, now we've seen the alternate art of that as well. Yeah, we got a big news dump about this set. Now, I've told you I love this new Sanji. Like, unironically, I'm not trying to bolster my argument that this is the best set we've had. I like aggressive decks and I like rush. And this says activate main once per turn. Give one of your 8 cost or lower characters that doesn't have an on-play skill rush. I love it. Honestly, I think it's absolutely brilliant. And now we have confirmation of the alternate art. It is the manga head. Now, remember, back in the early days, back in the first couple of sets, we did have actual full-on manga heads, including Sanji's counterpart, Roanoa Zoro. By actual manga heads, I mean they use actual art from the manga. And we had that as recently as OP05. Take a look at Bello Betty. This is from the manga. Now, in OP06, we had a similar kind of leader. Take a look at Perona. But these were not manga heads. They were the same style, but like Ryuda did Perona. Same style, but they weren't actual manga heads because they didn't use actual manga artwork. Similar style, not manga. Here, for the first time since OP05, they've gone back to actual full-on proper manga head. I can't say manga heads, there's only one of them. But we do have these Sanji here. It is a manga head. I don't know what the pull rates on this are going to be like, given that there's only one alternate art leader. I don't know whether that means it's going to be easier or harder to get hold of this. But there's not a huge amount of alternate art leaders I'm desperate to pick up. This is one of them. I want the alt art here because I'm going to be testing this deck like my life depends on it. I love this new Sanji. Now, yesterday I showed you some of those new alternate art Don that we're getting, and I told you that I wanted to be able to show you all of the alternate art Don. I told you that I wished I was able to show you all of the alternate art Don. Well, good news. Now I can, because they showed us all of them. They literally showed us a graphic with all 30 of the alternate art Dom. For what it's worth, we hadn't had it officially confirmed that there were 30 of them. That wasn't actually public information. We had it said by a distributor that there was going to be 30 of them. We believed that there were going to be 30 of them, but we hadn't actually had it confirmed. Well, now we have had it actually confirmed. It is official. There are 30 alternate art Don, and we have images of all of them. And I told you in yesterday's video that it's going to be a little bit of a challenge, trying to figure out exactly who is being represented in each of these new Don cards. Well, they're all on the screen. How well did you do? How many of the 30 have you been able to accurately see here? For me, there is a Perona. And as far as I'm concerned, that's good enough for me. I love it. That's going to be the one for me. And look, the reality is, we're not going to be able to get a full playset of all 30 of these in Super Parallel Rare. That is the gold bordered. It's not going to be that possible. It's going to be extremely difficult. Honestly, getting a playset of any of these in Super Parallel, that is the gold bordered, is going to be very, very difficult. I don't think I'm going to be able to get a full playset of Perona in Super Parallel, the gold borders, but I'm telling you now, I'm going to try. And also, while we're here, can we please just make Japanese Don legal? There's no reason they're not legal for play. Come on, make it happen. For me, it is the Perona that is my personal favourite of them. I want every single person still watching this to tell me which one they like. I also quite like the Vivi. That's quite nice. The Rob Lucci, I think, is pretty gosh darn cool. But I want to know which of these you particularly like. And I want to know how many of you actually can see all 30 of this Don and name the character. And if you can, I don't know, maybe pop it down there in the comments. Oh, how could I not mention the Iceberg Don? I'm not even a particularly big Iceberg fan, but I love the Iceberg Don. The Iceberg Don is absolutely phenomenal. Genuinely not even a big fan of Iceberg. Desperately want the Iceberg Don. It's awesome. So, what else have we seen? Bunch of alternate arts, frankly. We have seen a bunch of alternate arts. So, we've seen, I mean, they've actually gone and done it pretty much by rarity, almost. So, we've got a bunch of regular cards that are being reprinted as full arts. Think Bartolomeo. We've got ourselves Marco and Tony Chopper and Helmeppo and all kinds of cards. I'm not saying all of these are perfect, amazing, guaranteed to see a huge amount of play, but I'm saying they have all seen a bunch of play in the time we've actually had them, so they are very, very relevant and ones that are very, very cool. But wait! There's plenty more. What about these secret rares, including Kaido, including Kazan, including Yamato, and the Shanks that I showed you previously? These are all secret rares. That's what they have in common, or they were secret rares initially. And now we've got alternate arts. How about a bunch of ones like Law and Gecko Moria, for instance? Bearing in mind, Gecko Moria is hands down one of the very very best cards in the game right now. How about the other Marco? Because apparently one Marco wasn't, although I did share this the other day. How about One-Legged Soldier or Upper Yard? They are basically going, what cards have seen play or could see play? A One-Legged Soldier is one of my absolute favourites here, just because I think the artwork is absolutely stunning. I love that they've given Hody Jones another alternate art. I still don't think anyone's going to want it, but I like that they've tried. That makes me happy. The alternate art Kaido Secret Rare, oh my word, is amazing. And actually the Kazan is pretty gosh darned awesome as well. There is just a lot to like here. And remember, like in this video, I'm giving you a little bit of an overview, so to speak. I'm showing you all 30 of the Don. I'm showing you the Manga Rare. I'm showing you the only alternate art leader. I'm showing you a bunch of the alternate art. We haven't got time in this video to sit and dig through absolutely everything. I'm doing the best I can to try and give you a flavour of exactly how cool this set is. And I'm telling you right now, I genuinely think this is the coolest set ever. Now, pull rates are going to be a big deal here, all right? Because there is absolutely a possibility that we get like one or two of these alternate arts per box, and it's largely just straight reprints. And straight reprints are good if you need a bunch of cards to build up decks, but they're not necessarily as good for your collectors. So it depends on the pull rates. I'm assuming now we are going to get a regular Don in every pack. It seems weird to me. Like, if they didn't do that, that would just be strange. I don't think it's realistic to do anything else. I'm sure we're going to get one regular Don per pack. Are we getting one super parallel Don per box? In which case it's going to be 30 boxes to get one of each of the fancy Don? I don't know. But I'm telling you now, if we do get a super rare per pack and a Don per pack, as I'm expecting, with generous pull rates on the alternate arts, oh, I'm going to buy box after box after box of this. I've told you guys already I'm going to be in Japan about a week and a half after this set releases, only for 3 days. It's a little stop off, a little layover on my way to Hawaii for the Pokemon World Championships. But I am going to pick up as much of this set as I can carry because this set is awesome. Although, again, Manga Rare Nami is going to be a big deal for a lot of people. This set just got a lot more difficult to pre-order. If you see pre-orders for this, if it's a set you're into, might I suggest going for it sooner rather than later? Now that everybody knows there's a Nami Manga Rare, that has changed the game. But that's what you need to know. I've told you what you need to know, and now it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think about all of this. Go nuts in the comment section, but be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk about One Piece and a bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord, and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.